Hello again, YouTube. Today I will be showing you how to replace the O2 sensor on your any Miata, or you can use this on any Miata if it's the same layout. But I have a 1991 Miata that I am doing maintenance and upgrades on, and I'm going to take you guys along from where I've done stuff already, and I haven't recorded it or posted it up on YouTube or anything. So I'm going to take you guys along the journey from here on out. But today we'll be replacing O2 sensor. Reasons you might want to replace these are if you're running rich or lean, or if you're just generally old. Like my car is a 91, it's 35 years old, and this has not been replaced since it came out the factory. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. But the tools that you will want is a O2 sensor remover, or there's a specialized tool, and it's got this slit here so that you can just slide it over and the cable can come out, and then you can turn it, loosen it up and all that. And then whatever drive it is, this is a 3/8 drive, and then your ratchet. Now my O2 sensor, it's at an angle, so it's put in the exhaust like this, and then my firewall's right here, so I won't be able to use that. But I can use a regular wrench, 7/8, regular 7/8 wrench. So we'll go ahead and hop into that, and I will see you guys under the hood. Okay, so now that we are underneath the hood, right down there is the O2 sensor. And you can see what I meant by it was being blocked by my firewall. I won't be able to get anything down there, so we're just gonna take our regular box end wrench here, 7/8, slip it over there and just loosen it. And once it's hand loose, make sure your exhaust is not hot when you're doing this, because you don't want to burn yourself. You simply just take it out, and that is a decent looking, it's actually really clean. Wow. Now that that's out, we can go ahead and unplug the wiring. All right. So the cable I need to get some pliers to remove that. Alrighty. Go ahead and we'll just pinch the sides there. And it just comes right out. And then oh, come on. Release. Why won't you release? Ah, damn. This one is stuck on plug here, or connector. Oh, never mind, I just wasn't opening it enough. All right, now that we got that free, now we can come in here. And grab you. feed you down, out. Gotta wiggle back and forth. Why are you being so difficult? Just to give me some leeway, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up this bolt right over here. Just so I can get some. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and completely remove it just for the extra clearance. And terrific. It is out. Now you just have to compare everything with the new one and make sure it all will work. So go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and test this plug here. Perfect. It looks like you just do this. How does this come off? Does it just slide out? Yep. Alright, so if yours has this thing that connects on this bracket, the way to remove it is you just put a plier on this side. Focus. You just put a plier here, and you put pressure on this bit, and you squeeze, and it'll just pop right out. Then just grab your new one, and it just slots right into here, just like this. Boom. Now we do it all in reverse. And since I'm going to route the cable behind it where it should have been, go ahead. Alrighty. And let's grab the cable here. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it has to be routed up and under. All right, my bad, guys. Go ahead, break that free. Oh, it is wrapped around my, there we go. All right, go ahead, bam. Now this is all the stuff that you can do on your own. Quick and simple. Now, actually I shouldn't say quick now. Just depends on how your car's feeling that day, if it wants to make you work for it. Okay. Now we take this. Find the spot on the bracket. I'm gonna stick it on in through there. And then I need to loosen this up. There we go. Come on. There we go. Go ahead. Tighten down the bracket just so it's snug. Same for this side. It's snug, and then we'll tighten everything up at the end. Go ahead and push down this cable. And stick back in the spark plug wire in. Plug this back in. If I can get it. There we go. Boom. Put that one in. Boom. And then go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can move y'all to see that. All right, this is the best angle I'm gonna be able to get. I can get it. I'm just gonna have to do it all. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh, looks like I already, nope, I did not. The cap is in the exhaust. Make sure you remove the cap. Find where you O2 sensor dropped to. And can't show y'all. Place it in the hole there. And then start hand tightening it. Once she's hand tight, you'll go ahead and you're gonna take your wrench and you're gonna start tightening it until she's nice and snug. Now, go ahead and clean up the engine bay here. All the tools, make sure everything's put back where it should be. Everything's, oh wait, we gotta tighten those down. Make sure it's nice and tight. Put everything down, and then we're gonna go start her up. key in ignition. Boom. Now we go check the engine bay, make sure nothing's happening. Don't mind the lifter tick. Good so far. Alrighty. That, guys, is how you replace your dirty old O2 sensor, or just broken, if it's broken. But this one was just old, so I figured it was time to replace it. That's how you replace it, with a brand new one. Look at that. And then next up, I've got a couple of jobs here on my list I've got to do. I have to get new, I'm going to save up for the coilovers, because you can clearly see that these are just completely, especially on this one. This one isn't even safe to ride on. I mean, the spring literally just snapped. But I can't even get my phone in there. All right, what about this side? Oh yeah, you can see on this side. This side isn't too bad. I mean, yeah, there's still the black on there though. But that isn't. So I'm gonna be replacing those with coilovers eventually, once I get the money saved up. And then I know I've got to replace my camshaft sensor back here, because it is leaking oil out here. There's just oil leaking from it, and that's where my slight oil leak is coming from. And then another job, I went ahead and here's the exhaust. I've got some pipe here. Actually, I don't know where it went, but I've got some flex pipe like I've got down right there. And we're gonna go ahead, take this, I'll replace it with some just pipe. And that will also get rid of that. But as you would on any 30-year-old car, the bolt snaps straight off. So what I'm gonna probably end up doing is cutting here, cutting this off here, and then cutting it there. Or actually, let me give you two ideas here. I'm probably gonna cut here and then cut here and just put that flex pipe on to here, clamp it down and clamp it onto there and have that run into there. Or what I can do also, because the flex pipe is long enough, I can just cut it here. And then I could just cut it here where I welded and just slot the flex pipe over that, because it is long enough. So I could just do that. And then there's a couple of odd ends and stuff. Like I need to get a new transmission, manual. There's nothing wrong with this one except for the speed sensor. Speed sensor's kind of gone out. Doesn't read the correct speed. But also I just like a manual, you know? I mean, the automatic is nice for long road trips, but it would also just be fun to have a manual. And then I just need to do suspension, because as you can see, this one is, my suspension is completely rotted. Actually, one more job here, if I can get myself underneath the car here. Where is it? Oh, I think it's on the other side. But my e-brake cable doesn't e-brake. Don't know what I'm trying to show you guys here, but let's see. Where is it? There it is. My e-brake cable doesn't e-brake, so it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna replace it. So that'll be another job. But Yeah, I've got a lot of jobs ahead of me. I got a whole suspension rebuild I've got to do. Excuse me. Yeah, because you can see it's just rusted. The bushings and bearings on that, or this right here is just shot. CV axles, not bad, luckily. But I know on the front, I am leaking ATF on my axle up there somewhere. Where is it? Here. Oh my God. Huh? Yeah. I don't, you can see it. There's a boot right up there. And it's leaking fresh ATF on that. So I'm gonna need to find out where that's leaking. I wonder if I can see any ATF fluid. Oh yeah, it's a lot darker over there. Pretty sure that's a very small ATF leak. Actually, we're gonna head over there. Alrighty. Yeah, that is. Oh, found it. Right there. There's the reason that's leaking. So I'm gonna need to get a new tie rod. That's lovely. New inner tie rod. I don't know about that end. That end looks fine. Yeah, that end's fine. Other than that, yeah, I mean, half decent looking underbelly. Could use some cleanup, especially right around there. But it's all in the future when I actually have some money. Oh, God. Midwest. Rust there. But, yeah, she's fun to drive still. What else can we see that needs done? Oh, when did that happen? Not much else though. So, you know, just all those repairs that I mentioned. And then there's obviously like cosmetic. I've got some rust bubbling here, some rust bubbling there. Whole bumper's gonna need replaced. I need to find out what the hell that is and replace that too, because it got dry rotted and then friends hit it and broke it. So it's broken there. Huge piece missing there, crack there, bumper here, scuffed. Rear quarter panel needs fixing. Sorry about that wind. Rear quarter just needs completely fixed. I mean, weight reduction. Nice tasty weight reduction there. And up in the front. Up in the front here, I'll probably get a new fender eventually. And then front bumper too, because I've cut through this just so I can get to this bolt that was there to get off the fender. And the rust that's there. Other than that though, I mean, it's a half decent car. You know, other than all the rust and the problems and all that, it's a half decent car. But in all fairness, it is pretty fun to drive, even on, you know, a broken spring and rusted components, no e-brake. So slightly, if I can get my damn door open before it even is able to. I have probably that much play in my steering. Oh, and then my window here. As previously mentioned, my window doesn't like to roll up. And then I have a bunch of soft top problems here because I did it on my own very crappily. We've got this here, the rain rail. The rain rail is, honestly, I don't know if it's supposed to have that gap, but water does sometimes pool down there. So that isn't fun. Stay open. Thank you. And then this weather stripping, it just falls out all the time. I also need to do research into what this cable is here. If any of y'all know in the comments, let me know, please. But it's cut on both sides, so no clue what that does. But it hasn't affected me yet, so I'm thinking it was just a tension cable or something like that to hold tension, but honestly, I have no clue. And then I've got to get a shroud made for this, because this kind of just sits here. And then I got to figure out why the hell this does that. Other than that, though, it's half decent. Other than this, don't shame it. It's still fun, I promise. Oh yeah, I could show you the e-brake, I guess. Let me pull this up, and then I'll go show you. Okay. Wait, hold on. Does it actually want to? Holy shit! No, I think that's just because the other wheel won't move. Hold on, let me jack up the full back end, and y'all see that this will still move. Just to show y'all, e-brake is up, and she just spins. This e-brake don't do shit. Now I'm kind of wondering if my brakes actually do anything, because the pad on these is not bad, but obviously you can see it's doing some work because there's no rust on there. I wonder how the front pads are looking. Oh, I can't see them. Maybe if I get behind here. Oh. Nope. Damn, shielding's in the way. Alright, well. Okay, well, turns out I can't shove y'all into the wheel to see. I'm running out of... If my brakes actually do anything. I would need someone else here, though, for that, so, yeah. But for right now, I'm gonna have to end the video here because it is going on decently long. But we have a decent amount of upcoming projects whenever I get the money. Alright. Oh, and then I'm actually replacing a couple of stuff on my friend's car. I'm replacing his power steering pump, because as y'all can see, that's not supposed to look like that at all. It's supposed to look like that, but it looks like that. His rack and pinion, power steering pump, CV axle, and his tie rod ends. Actually, I have all the new parts here in my shed. Here I've got his new CV axle. I got both tie rod ends to stick on the new rack and pinion. Or the outer tie rod, sorry, or however you want to say it. And then he's got the rack and pinion, and he's got the, actually we don't have the pump yet. We're gonna go to a junkyard and pull off one that's decent working and doesn't get bound up or anything. And then this is the exhaust pipe that I was talking about, the flex pipe that I'm gonna replace with my catalytic converter. Don't replace your cat unless you replace it with another cat. Do as I say, not as I do. Thank you. But that'll be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want to see more, just stay tuned.